Welcome back, guys. Many of you may have watched my last video I just uploaded 2 days ago. It was a big AutoWorld and Johnny Lightning, basically a round two unboxing of a whole bunch of cool stuff that I've been collecting this past year. And abruptly the video cut off at about 32 minutes into the video. It was actually a total of a 1 hour video, so I've just realized by reading all of your comments. Thank you so much for commenting and hitting the like button if you like that video. But unfortunately, it wasn't complete. So today you're going to see part 2 of that video. I'm going to have that up today, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video that I intended for you the first time I uploaded it. So what we do have coming in the near future is green light for now. Let's enjoy the rest of that AutoWorld. Okay, let's get this beautiful truck out of the package. Take a look at it up close with you guys. And there it is. Very, very chromy rims. Opening tailgate. Oh, it does have a hitch. Well, that's perfect. That makes sense. Very cool. So we can tow the trailer with this Silverado. Opening engine bay as well. Or hood to expose the engine bay. Nicely detailed chrome trim all the way around. And a heavy piece, of course. These are very heavy pieces. The tires are very thin, so you can adjust them onto the rims. They do tend to settle a little bit in shipping. You get them just the way they're supposed to be, so they look perfect. There we go. And there is the Rat Fink truck. It's still not a terrific roller. These thin tires tend to be a little bit problematic at times. But you can pull your trailer and it does roll. So that is pretty sweet. Okay, now for the Golf truck. The Golf livery truck. What a cool piece. I guess I'll just keep that in the background just in case I need that. Focus background. Some interesting patina on this one. Almost looks like an ink wash over top of like a field, sort of sun-roached Survivor. And some stuff in the bed. It'll come out. Got those same big chrome wheels that we saw on the Rat Fink truck. Different front end, reflective of the 1978 grille. And can we get that hood open? I'm not going to pick at it. It will open, I'm sure, but I don't want to risk delaminating any of this lovely weathering treatment. I definitely picked up 2 of this truck as well, one to keep in the package and one to enter my junkyard. Again, these thin little lowered suspension tires, it doesn't take much for them to kind of get off the rim and then kind of prevents the vehicle from rolling. But with a little bit of adjusting, you can get it to work. This one doesn't have a hitch, but it doesn't need one. It's in the junkyard. So there you go. Some trucks. Now we're going to move on to another exclusive. AutoWorld exclusive. That is this new casting for, I think, 2023. Mitsubishi. It's a 91 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. In this limited paint job. Hello. Can we read? Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. A little bit more there. Flagship model for Mitsubishi in the early 90s. Very cool. I do bring forward part of the premium release series 1 version A. Version B is on order. I've got it coming in the mail probably in about a month. Full set of 6 vehicles that came in this release right here. So all of these vehicles you'll see at a future video potentially. And you're going to see 3 of them version A right now. We're going to look at all these. Sneak peek. I'm going to open them up with you guys because I did get duplicates. And I do have that full set to review with you guys, but I just want to kind of focus with just a smattering of things for this video. So, yeah. Anyways, these are the same car. And so this one's a lot more widely available. It says limited edition, but there's really no limit on the run of these cars until they decide to move on to the next wave, which will be release 2. However, there's an alternate color, and I forget what that is in version B, but you will see that in the future when I get it. For now, I've got 2 of these, so I'm going to open one up with you guys. I'm going to do a direct comparison to the commonly available one that we just looked at, the blue one. What a beauty. So it has an opening hood, is what it said. That looks like it's going to be a little bit challenging. I mean, I can do the old knuckle on the roof job, and no, it looks like it's going to be a tight fit. So I think it would have to require a fair bit of picking and poking. Maybe on the other model that we're about to look at, that'll be a little easier. But because this is an exclusive car I had to pay a bit more for, I'm not going to pick and prod at this one in particular. So because of that, let's open up this Release 1 car, released this year. This is the newest available at time of filming. Very cool. First release, it says. So, I mean, all these cars were first released this year. There's the whole set of cars that you're going to get. Maybe we can get the hood open on this model a little easier. Also looks like a tight fit. Really nice metallic blue paint job. There goes our focus. We need something behind it. And twin turbo on the license plate. You can see Mitsubishi across the taillight. 3000 GT. Just such nice details on these. I mean, the mirrors are painted. All the window trim. Nice interiors. Very clean. Look at that. Dual painted seats. That is incredible. I love it. It's really got a lot of quality going on here. Yes, we got the hood open. And check out the engine. What a beauty. The tops of the shock towers properly molded in there. Radiator, just an incredible job. New casting really shows the direction that AutoWorld is going with maintaining their lead, I would say, in the North American 1/64 scale market for collectible die-cast cars. Very cool. I mean, certainly there's a lot of quality products out there, but there's really not much more I could ask of AutoWorld, so I don't. Just really cool stuff. There you have it, both Mitsubishi 3000 GTs just looking amazing next to each other. I love this car in real life, and love to be able to add that to my collection. And also, while we've got this kind of interesting car, let's just compare it to the Johnny Lightning models. So, pretty good scale comparables. Definitely look amazing together if you want to put these cars in a display. The detail is just as high on the, almost just as high, I would say. It doesn't have the opening functions, but it's very nicely detailed cars by Johnny Lightning as well. Which, I mean, let's be honest, guys, in case you don't know, AutoWorld, Johnny Lightning, and Racing Champions Mint all owned by the same parent company. So it's great, actually, in a way that they do have all that. Before we take a sneak peek at the rest of Release 1, there is also this hard-to-find AutoWorld store exclusive car. The new casting, it's like the, yeah, it's the first casting of this car in this paint job. So there you go, some information on it, which of course we cannot get a focus on. And the car, amazing. New casting. 86 Mitsubishi Starion. And what a nice piece of artwork on this car. So for some reason I made a mistake and I only ordered one of these. Luckily they're still in stock, so I've now ordered a second one. It'll be coming with the Release 1 Wave 2 of the aforementioned Premium Series cars. So until it comes here and I can verify that its card art is just as nice as this one, I'm going to keep this one in the package, but you will see this one loose in a future AutoWorld review video when I do the full review of the Release 1 case of cars. I'll save that one specially for you guys there. Really nice car. What I do have in lieu of that right now is, I believe this is last year, Release 4, version A and B of the same car. Oh, no, it's not. That's not the same car. It's almost the same car. It's the Dodge Conquest TSI 86. So Dodge and Mitsubishi shared the same platform of cars. Basically the same model, just rebranded for Dodge using Mitsubishi components and technology, as far as I know. Very similar. So this is indeed the new casting for 2023, the Mitsubishi. These are from last year. You might still be able to get these, actually, because they make a lot of them, limited edition. And this was new for last year, the Dodge Conquest TSI casting, both in red and white. You've not seen this on this channel, although I do have a lot of, I have the full release of cars, nearly the full release of cars, all releases from last year, waiting to be reviewed with you guys, just I have not gotten to it. Anyways, we're going to open these up, because that's what I was intending to do. Anyways, made a mistake, thought they were Mitsubishis, they're Dodge. So, opening hood on this car as well. Will we be able to get open? No. I don't want to dent the roof with my knuckle, so I think I'll just stop doing that. Now you can't dent the roof. But anyways, you can pick at it, but then, you know, might chip some paint. Not with a thumbnail, but my thumbnails are too thick to get in these highly detailed hood lines that AutoWorld has. Very nice that they're not big, messy, you know, open gaps that you see on some models from other manufacturers. All the vehicles have mirrors, you may notice, except for the square bodies. They don't have any mirrors. But pretty much, like most AutoWorld cars have mirrors. We need that reference in the back. These mirrors don't have the little silver paint inside them, but it's not a huge deal, obviously. Just the very fact that the mirrors are on the car completes the look of the vehicle. Because every car has different shaped mirrors, so it's a part of the car. But what a beautiful little collection of these Dodges to have in the group. These are going to find their way into my Diorama junkyard, just so I can appreciate them there for a little while. They're not going to get junked or anything, but I do have a couple of these anyways. I bought duplicates. So, pretty neat. Okay, we're going to put that one aside for now. Before we get into the premium-ish release Challengers, some very limited production Challengers being opened up today. I've already pre-cut the packaging, so that is happening. All lights go. We've got 2 more cars to look at from the AutoWorld line. Again, I bought duplicates of these last year. These are release 3 from 2022. There is the whole release to buy, which this is the one release I didn't buy in completeness. I got the luxury cruisers and the 64 Grand Prix Royal Bobcat, but only one of it. So I'm going to go back and try and get a full case of each of these releases, I think, just so I can say that I've got every car released in 2022, since I was so close anyways. But for some reason at the time, I was, I don't know, trying to save money or something silly like that. And I only bought these. Well, first, we got a few premium facts. There you go. Yep. And on this one, it's nice that they have the color combination too. The Greenbrier Fire Mist Poly on this Cadillac. And the Fire Thumb Poly. Firethorn, sorry. Firethorn. Time to get out my readers, I guess. Turning 40 this year, guys. Holy smokes, what the heck happened? I'm turning 40. Yep. Anyways, maybe I'll be driving a big old Cadillac in my 40th year. Who knows? Nice opening hood on this car. That's as far as it opens, but that's because it's just such a nicely detailed car. Again, no big unsightly hood gaps, and that's just as far as it'll go, so it doesn't crack the windshield. But what a beautiful land yacht. So nicely done and proportioned. They got the white walls perfectly done. Perfect as you can get, pretty much, at this scale. Very nice. 3 white walls, 100% round, I would say. 1 at maybe 90. Very good odds, I would say, for white wall. And you can always turn the tires around if you want black walls. You can make it look like a spare or whatever. Here we go. Beauty. Just love these cars. Big boats. Big old boats. Yeah, same thing. Nice white walls all the way around. Rollers. And we're running out of room in the parking here, so I need to set the camera back just a couple inches here and make some room. Maybe we'll park that old Fink trailer a little bit over there in the background and get some of these other cars kind of backed up a little bit. So we got a little more room to look at the final vehicles coming out, which are all 4 in the blister pack. Oh, sorry. Got a couple more I'm opening up. I mean, realistically, these should be part of the review that's forthcoming on these models, but I just can't wait. So we're going to look at this one. Obviously, I was super interested in buying a couple of these. Mark V Continental, 1979 Lincoln Continental in cream. Cream puff, we'll call it. Yep, wave 6. So that's going to look amazing next to these big old Cadillacs. This one also has an opening hood, but again, look at how tight the lines are on it. So maybe... No, it's just not going to happen. So, yeah, I didn't do that. There's no way I did that with my knuckle. I don't have anything on my knuckle. A little bit of a flaw in cream puff, but not a big deal. I'll probably buff that out. Gorgeous, gorgeous paint job. And nice white walls. Very authentic wheels. Interior. Extremely heavy duty casting. Like, these things are bricks. They're so heavy and stable, and they roll so nice. Crash! There goes the 3000 GT. So let's just do a side-by-side 2 behemoth cars from the mid-1970s, United States of America, land yachts. If you have a land yacht collection, you may want to pick up a couple of these. And now look at this. Brand new for 2023, a new casting. Highly anticipated. They're going to produce quite a few of these, so you should be able to get your hands on them pretty easily. The 84 Dodge Caravan. I won't be surprised if they come out with the Chrysler model, because Chrysler and Dodge were separate companies at that time and shared the platform. They came out with different grills, different names for the vehicle. Essentially, they were the same. Why can that not focus? Holy smokes. We got a beige crystal coat with the authentic wood grain trim that was available on these vans. My Aunt Rose had one of these vans, and I have fond memories driving around with my 4 cousins and sister, going to get some ice cream in the old Caravan. Years and years and years and years ago, decades ago, when I wasn't 40. Almost. There it is. Finally, opened up. Does it have an opening hood? Does it have an opening hood? Opening hood. What? I need to get this hood open. But I can't do the roof rack any damage by banging on it, so we're going to do the old pick. There you go. Look at that. What exemplary detail AutoWorld has put into this vehicle. Their newer vehicles seem to have like top quality engine detail, so that's not something they're phasing out. I surely hope not anyways, because it's absolutely thrilling for those that open up their vehicles to have such nicely constructed castings with functional hoods. Now there's a little bit of mechanical, grime from the factory on this vehicle, but it's all on the outside. I can tell, and it's shining up really nicely already. So, I mean, just look at the details on this thing. Windshield wipers, all the window trims, door handles. Got a little bit of a white wall issue there. Not a huge deal. There was just off the rim, actually. Sweet, sweet, sweet van. I mean, in real life, back in the day, these were a big deal. People were ecstatic about this. The brand new technology, basically, to have a minivan, front wheel drive, pretty potent, sporty little capability for a cube. And they were the new thing on the roads, the new kids on the block. And they've begun a whole continuing multi-decade era of minivans, and basically single-handedly all but put the station wagon into extinction. We need to see more station wagons from AutoWorld. That would be nice if they brought back some more station wagons too. A station wagon and minivan pack would be amazing. It's a bunch of station wagons from the 80s, some Caprice Classics, some Ford LTDs, Country Squires, all the good stuff, and everything in between. Even some midsize would be neat. But what a cool thing. AutoWorld, Johnny Lightning, awesome cars, awesome collection. Let's go in and take a look at the Challengers now. The newest vehicles in the lot. And we've got one Jeep Wrangler as well that I've been meaning to open up for about 2 years. That one's not new, but it's all getting opened up right now. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Anyways, here we go. We've got the Geolander Yokohama equipped Jeep Wrangler. One of 3,600. It's a 2018 Rubicon Unlimited. Packaging's kind of cool. It's nothing crazy. So, M&J Toys, Miho exclusive, whatever. Overland Edition. Been meaning to open up this Jeep for a while. I've got quite a Jeep collection. Yeah, the hood opens. Look at that. Hood opens. Very nicely detailed. Got this, I assume it would be a wrap. And check out the details on these wheels. Very, very neat. Shovel, gas cans or jerry cans on the roof. Tire's a little off, but I don't want to pull at it. Probably pop it right off. Got that roof rack cage. And 2 spare tires. So this Jeep is ready to take off. It's got the mirrors on it, cast in properly. So there you go. Nice little Jeep. A note on the 70s land yacht cars, like the trucks, they don't have mirrors, but these cars often had like little tiny round mirrors in many cases. Not all cases, but that could be one of the reasons why AutoWorld hasn't put mirrors on those cars. But I wouldn't be surprised moving forward with newer castings like the Mitsubishi and the Dodge, that they do start finding ways of putting mirrors on all their castings. The Challenger is also not a new casting. They've been making this one for a few years now. So it does not have mirrors either. But I can imagine if they had made this car now, they probably would have figured out a way to get some mirrors on it. It does have an opening hood. Special edition. It took a little bit of encouragement for me to open these up, so appreciate that. And this is the Hellcat. So I like to open them up because I find that the plastic is actually just takes away from the card backs a little bit. I prefer them right just on card back with a blister, even though that involves tearing. That, of course, can be avoided by simply using a knife to cut the bottom of the clamshell, which I have not done in this video, as you can tell. But, you know, if you're inclined to keep the packaging as well as the car and want to have it loose. Anyways, so here it is. Lots of graphic livery on it. I don't know if zooming in is going to make the focus overall better or worse. I'm just experimenting now. It's been a little frustrating this go for the filming. So hopefully that doesn't taint your overall experience of this otherwise extremely enjoyable opening party of high quality premium cars. Definitely going to try some other options with future filming perhaps. So this is not a recurring complaint audibly made for all of you to be subjected to, unfortunately. I'm going to save my favorite for last. That is the, I think, yeah, that's not the most hard to find version. This one is actually 2,400 pieces only of this Fink liveried 2018 Challenger SRT Hellcat. So that one is open now, and I only have one of each of these. I only bought one. As much as I like the casting, and I know these are going to go up in value and be collector's items, that's kind of irregardless whether they're opened or not. I think that open models probably commands near the same value because there's going to be always someone out there that just wants the open model, and just as much as if they could find it in a package, and probably willing to pay the same price if there's nothing else available. And also the other thing is, when you buy these years down the road, still in the package, there's no guarantee that the car hasn't gotten all chafed in there from moving from one person's house to another before you finally own it. And then you take it out of the package, potentially find the whole other side, maybe, who knows, could happen. I haven't seen it happen a lot, but then again, I don't really think about resale all that much because, like, I don't have any intention of selling these cars. I'm midlife. So still another half life to enjoy them. And by the time I'm at the end of life, I don't know that I'm actually going to care about money at all. So certainly not selling my pride and joy. It's not going to be a very appealing thing for me to think about, even if it is reality at some point. Wow, we went deep there. Check out the wheels on this car. Love it. You can see right through the spokes. And they got the Goodyear tires on them. So nice. There's the first two. We got one more coming. Very cool. This one is just beautiful. I love it. Reminiscent of an old mid-century World War II aircraft fighter jet. It's the 2019 Challenger SRT Hellcat, one of only 3,600. Holy smokes. Here, we've opened it up. Took me a while. These are from last year, I think. It's sitting on the floor, getting debated over for a while. What am I going to do? Am I going to open it? Am I not going to open it? Well, here it is. It's been opened. Now, the hood's open on these, like I said, but tight fit. Oh, opens nicely with the old knuckle maneuver. Very cool. Lots of detail under the hood of this car as well. So cool. Blacked out 5-spoke rims with those big rubber racing tires. And they are truly racing tires. Look at the tread pattern on them. I mean, you've got different tread patterns with AutoWorld. You've got street, racing, drag, everything. It's just beautiful, beautiful assortment of vehicles. And the amount of detail. Like, not a single error on any of these cars. We've just opened up several $100s worth of cars and no issues really to speak of. So absolutely very, very satisfying video to share with you guys of opening up all of these pristine cars. We're going to go in for a little pan over, like I said, and we're then going to place a few of them in the junkyard. All the cars have been shined up with the microfiber rag, not that they really necessarily need it. I'm going to experiment a little bit with zoomage here, see if we can get a nice focus on each vehicle. All three Challenger SRT Hellcats. Joining my enormous fleet of existing SRT Hellcats in my collection. And at some point in the future video, I'll take out large groupings of the same castings and show them to you guys. Because I do have a lot of Cadillacs, for instance. Probably about 10, 15 of them somewhere out in the rest of the museum all together. They're not hard to find. Certainly the ones that have been opened up, which is just about all of them. But we've got just a beautiful array of 1/64 scale-ish sort of vehicles. And let me know which one's your favorites, which ones you guys are most interested in. Always interested to know what other collectors are after. I think that the company kind of knows that a lot of us are after a wide variety of things, wide variety of themes, cars, trucks. There really is something for everyone between the three kind of sub-brands of this parent company that make these beautiful models. Got everything from entertainment to drag racing, ultra realistic, normal vehicles, police, vintage and retro toy ideas. Not picture demolition derby, but we do have the project in progress, which I think small-scale diecast manufacturers starting to realize it's not just me out there that loves this stuff. There's a lot of you guys out there that are buying up the weathered-looking vehicles, and there's been a massive influx of them over the last couple of years, which is just terrific. And I'd like to think that my junkyard has something to do with that in this channel. Maybe some small part in the overall request from the collector community to provide such awesome vehicles. And here's a truck from M2 that we just recently looked at. And there's another AutoWorld Golf truck hiding over there behind the tractor. All nicely weathered. Just so many awesome models. Now, where are we going to put them in here? I don't really know 100%. Let's get up and take a look where these vehicles are going to rest. It may only be temporary because most of these will be sorted and put into the display walls in the rest of my diecast museum area. Yeah, there's a lot of vehicles in the junkyard. Sam's Salvage Yard is nearing complete filled. So at this point, I mean, there is definitely still more room. But I've gone ahead and removed a few cars. And they won't be the last ones to be removed. Some cars are being removed as I go here. Kind of exchanging out vehicles. This has been the case many times over the years, and certainly subject to many more changes in the future. I'll show you what has come out of the junkyard and what is going in. Finally decided on that. This row of vintage Tamica cars, although very detailed and cool looking, they are coming out, as was the Husky, Aston Martin Husky. Cars that didn't quite make the cut that I was considering. The weathered golf truck, its rims are just too shiny. And the 240s are going to stay out. I'm going to join the display wall. I've already got a Monte Carlo in there, and I think we'll keep the Pontiac out as well. It's just not necessary. What's going to go in there for now is the AutoWorld land yachts, the minivan, definitely the project in progress Dusters, and the Ford F-150 as well. Already placed, I have the two Nissan 300ZXs joining the first release 300ZXs that were already in the yard. So we've got all four now together. Just mainly because I remember back in the day when I could still find 300ZX in the U-Pick junkyards in my area. That was great. I managed to keep my car alive by basically poaching an entire interior out of one of these junked cars someone had scrapped. And just the thrill of being able to find such an old vintage sports car in the junkyard, not something you can expect to find these days. So they're in there for now. We'll ultimately see what happens there. But let's just go for one final little zoom through Sam's salvage yard main entryway. Coming in down the straightaway. Just so much cool stuff in here. Okay, everything has been placed. Got the Duster in here. There's another one hiding over there. And beyond that, the minivan just came in and is having its battery removed, part of the processing. The F-150 was deemed to have too much frame damage and was piled on top of this old Thunderbolt Hot Wheels. The 300ZX, you saw what happened there. The Cadillacs and other land yachts joined a whole bunch of other big old American cars here in this quadrant of the junkyard where we have four-door Cadillacs and Chevys and just a whole smattering of cars in here. And what have I missed? Have I missed anything? I don't think so. So that is the video for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, happy hunting. If you're after any of those, we'll see you in the next video.